Hello, today I'd like to make a watercolor card with you, and I will be using the new Rooted in Nature suite. It's kind of reminds me of Lovely as a Tree. It's got beautiful trees and leaves and the trunk of the tree and more leaves and beautiful sayings as well. And this is on page 143 of the new catalog, which comes out on June 1st. I'll be using two of the new colors, the Balmy Blue and the Shaded Spruce, and then one of our regular colors, Soft Suede, for the watercolor. I'm going to do this one a little different. I have all my measurements written here for you. I'm just going to do a different color background is all. So I'm going to stick that up there so I can see it. And what you will need, of course, is some watercolor paper. I'll use this one and we can cut it down in a little bit. You will need your card base, which measures 8.5 by 5.5, and it is scored at 4 1/4. And then you will need your Shaded Spruce, and this is your thick Whisper White as well. Your Shaded Spruce cardstock, which measures 3 3/4 by 5. And because we're going to have a nice border around the card. And then you will need your Soft Suede, which measures 3 5/8 by 4 7/8, and that's just going to layer on there nicely. And when we're done watercoloring, we're going to cut this down to fit on that. So you don't need a huge piece. You can actually cut your 9 by 6 watercolor paper, cut it in half at 4 1/2 would give you a half, and then in half again and give you 3 1/2 by 6, right? Yeah, 6. So it would do you 4 pictures if you're doing them this size. So okay, so let's get started on our watercolor. Oh, and I'm also going to use the new Stamparatus for the tree and the sentiment. Only because when you stamp on watercolor, it's depending on what side you're watercoloring on. It's a smooth side and a bumpy side, and sometimes the sentiment doesn't stamp all the way, so I want to go over it a couple of times if I need to, and it'll be in the exact same spot because these are your red rubber stamps, so you can't see through them to re-stamp, and it's easier to do with Stamparatus anyway. So right, so we don't need that right now. We are going to watercolor. Oh, before I start, let me just show you a couple other ones. All right, so this was the one that we're kind of going to do. And then I did this one. It's just the trees in, and then I cut 3 out and just popped them up on dimensionals and put words are never enough on that. This was one that I did when we were at On Stage in April, when we first saw this stamp set, and they gave us this as a project to do. It also has the little embellishments, the metal ones, and the string in the suite. This is another one. All I did was I took an oval and I used it as like a stencil. I cut one out on a piece of paper and I used it as a stencil, and I just did it like a sunsetty background, but not the whole oval, just a part of it. I did that and stamped my tree in black and just put the words up there. Then I did this really easy, simple one, and it's just showcasing 3 of our new colors. This is the Pineapple Punch, this is the Grapefruit Grove, and this is the Shaded Spruce. And then I did this watercolor, but I did it on, instead of doing it that way, I did it landscape. So But so I haven't framed this one or anything. I just wanted to show you a few different ones. So anyways, so you will need your watercolor aqua painters. And then I am going to start off with the Balmy Blue. And you still need to squish your pads to get some ink. And then drop a couple of drops of water in there, like that. Make it watery. You don't want it too dark, you really want it light. And then you just make sure you're squeezing some more water down in there and color your blue. As far down, that's probably about halfway. So that'll be good, right? And then just wipe it off your brush. Now we'll do our shaded spruce. Squeeze your... These ones are a little harder to squeeze some color out of. There we go. Maybe it's because they're new to me and they're not as squishy as the other ones seem to be, our old ones. But I love the way they open and close, a lot more simpler. Squirt some more water. There we go. Go over that. So this is to represent the sky and sort of the grass. There we go. And do a little bit more. Wipe it off. Squeeze and wipe. There, it's clear now. And you just snap them shut. And now for the soft suede, just squish and drop a drop of water. And this is to represent the dirt at the bottom, like your ground, just a little bit. There we go. So that will do. Close this. I'm going to use my, let me see if I can get a paper napkin here. And dry this a wee bit. Now, yeah, that'll do. I'm going to dry it with my little heat tool just for a second to get the dampness out and straighten the paper. Now, if this is still too dark for you, you can take your aqua painter with just the water in it and just squeeze your pen again and go over it, and it will lighten it just a little bit on your watercolor paper. Okay, so now we'll bring over our stamp apparatus, and I have it already set up. Actually, I probably don't anymore because I wanted to... Yeah, I need to cut some of the sky off. Let me do that real quick. Yeah, cut some of the sky off there. And that should be all right. Right, I have that on there. And I'm going to put it on the 2-inch mark, is where I set it up before. And we'll stick the magnet over there. Let's double check. Yep, right on the edge. That's perfect. Now, I actually need to bring it down a little bit. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Now it's in the dirt, and, you know, you see the grass in the background. It's a little too far. Up just a tad. Try again. Yeah, that'll be good. Now let's try my saying, because I actually moved. So I want you there, saying about there. Yeah. That would do. Yeah. So put my saying about there, right? Pick it up. I did have it set up for a smaller piece that I'd already cut to size. Too funny, too funny. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink up my tree in soft suede, right? Let me take this off a minute. Make sure it's inked up. It is. And then I'm going to take, I should have had this out already too. You can get the spritzers, the little water spritzers, and you can either use your ink dauber, your droppers, your inks, and put them in here, or you can use just plain water if you just want clear. So I'm going to spray my stamp. Just like 3 squirts will be plenty. Stick it back in, and there we go. Put it down. That'll be good. Good, good, good. So you see how it has like the watercolor look? Love it, love it, love it. Right. Oh, now I need that too. And I'm going to ink up my You Are Wonderful. And hope it comes out good. Yeah, it should be good. But at least it'll be in the right place if we need to re-ink and re-stamp. If it's not dark enough. See, I'd like it just a little darker. So let's try inking again. And stamping again. That's much better. I like that. Okay, that will work. So we can take this off now. I will clean off my stamps in a second. And we can put this away. Alright, I did clean that off, right? I don't know what, oh, there it is. So you get 2 aqua painters in a pack, and you get 2 spritzers in a pack. And they're in the regular catalog right now, if you'd like to check those out. I love them. Right, so now we need to cut our watercolor paper down to the size. And I said we were going to cut it down to 3.5 by 4 3/4. But through the magic of video, and this isn't quite dry yet, I'm going to use this one. And I have all my stuff already cut. So all we have to do is put it together, and we're going to use liquid glue. Hopefully. Let's, oh, actually, no, I wanted to put some ribbon on it first. Right. I'm glad I put that glue dot there to remind me. I'm going to put the ribbon there and bring it over. And what I'll do is I'll get another glue dot. Use these glue dots, leftover glue dots from my paper pumpkins. The paper pumpkin kits that you get in the mail monthly. You always have leftovers, so there. Now I've got that. I'll put my bow on in a second. I just needed that tucked in so I can... The reason I'm using liquid glue is regular glue needs to be really, regular running tape or dots or glue dots need to be really strong to hold this thick water paper or watercolor paper. So that's why I prefer to use the liquid glue. So we're just going to center this on here, and we have just a tiny, tiny border. So it should be good. And then we're going to, and that's on the soft suede, and then we're going to place it on the shaded spruce. Going off my paper. And because this is really thick now, I'm using the glue again. And center it on your card, on your shaded spruce. There. That looks really good. Squish it down. Then I'm going to take my little cheater beater bow tire that my hubby made, and I'm just going to tie a little tiny bow. This ribbon is also from the new catalog, and this is the shaded spruce metallic ribbon, and it comes in a 2-pack, and the other color is a pinkish color. I can't remember off the top of my head what it is, but I will write it. It's the metallic ribbon, the 1/8 ribbon, and I'm going to put my bow about there. So take my ribbon scissors, and these are my ribbon scissors. I have a piece of ribbon tied to them, and we're going to just snip off our tails here. One that way, one that way. That'd be good. And again, we need a couple of glue dots. I'm going to put one right here on the ribbon. And then I'm going to put one on the back of my bow. There we go. And stick it on right below the tree. There we go. Don't need those anymore, but we do need to add more glue. Okay. Right. And then you take your card and make sure you have your front, and you center it on this. Come down just a tad. Yeah. And there is the card. I love that. I really like that with the smaller, rather than taking up your whole card. I really like this one better. And I hope you do too. Either way. And these colors were different as well. I used the lemon lime twist, tranquil tide, and a soft suede. And that's why I have the 3 colors here. I had the soft suede, the lemon lime twist, and the tranquil tide. Whereas here I just put the 2. I didn't put the blue because I'll show you. It just didn't do anything for me. I just didn't like the blue with these 2 colors. And yet this is the blue. The balmy blue. So I just used the 2, and I liked the big white background. So there you go. There's our card for today. I hope you enjoyed it. And remember, this set will not be out until June 1st in the new catalog. And if you need a demonstrator, I would love to earn your business. And you can contact me with any questions you may have. I will have all the measurements, instructions, etc., all the supplies you need to make the card on my blog. And you can find my blog at stampingnana.com. That's my website, and if you click on that, you can either shop with me there, or you can click at the top. It's got home and blog, and you can get further instructions if you need it for any of my videos that I've already done. Everything is uploaded there. All right, I thank you, and you have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.